everybody! It's me, Carmine DeStefano, the Bookman. Musical themes have played an integral part in gaming for a very long time. They really help us feel the moment that we're supposed to feel once it happens. With that in mind, I decided to come up with my top 10 most memorable themes in video game history. Now these aren't exactly the best, and they're in no specific order. These are just the themes that have stuck in my head for as long as I've been playing these games, which is many, many years. So let's take a look at them together, shall we? Starting with, in 1988, Sunsoft released a pretty forgettable game called Blaster Master. It seemed like a decent premise. Boy loses a frog, then gets a suit and one hell of a tank. The controls were stiff, the jumping was difficult, power-ups sucked, and the game was absurdly hard to navigate. However, when you first turn the son of a bitch on, you bypass the main screen and start the game itself, you did so with a bang that has stuck in my head for 25 years and just won't go away. Yeah, let's blow up those robot things and balls shooting balls. Oh, let's just listen to music. Composed by Naoki Kadoka and simply entitled Area 1, this kick-ass MIDI music kept you playing just to hear it. Long before Ninja Gaiden became the bloody, masquerading, macabre mess it is known for today, Tecmo released an arcade game that was nothing like the one released on Nintendo. That was sick! Ridiculous non-stop action, challenging bosses, recurring cutscenes back when they weren't necessary, and awesome music. Despite a slew of great songs, there was one that, for me, stood out. In Ninja Gaiden 2, The Dark Sword of Chaos, we see the samurai nightmare Ashtar talking about destroying the world. The start menu pops up, then we explode into our own chaos. The tandem of Hideo Yoshizawa and Masato Kato get credit for this, which, still titled Act 1, you can't get more cooler with 8-bit tech than this. Some of us have been playing Mario for 30 years! In that span, we've seen occasional clunkers, but each title usually brings great joy and cheerful music. The most memorable, for me, resides in the third installment of Super Mario Bros. It brings me back when I hear the bouncy recurring theme by Koji Kondo entitled Blue Sky Athletics. Hearing a revised version in the Wii in Super Mario Galaxy from Sweet Sweet Galaxy was nice, but nothing beats the original. Ah, there's the summer of '90 all over again. Blue Sky Athletics, you are my preteen years wrapped in a bouncy bubble. A long time ago, Mega Man and Capcom were both charming and innovative. The games kicked ass with top-notch graphics for that day and age. Now, Capcom's getting creamed and Mega Man is most noteworthy for its glitches and lame bosses. Ha! 1990 brought a dog partner named Rush, Mega Man's estranged brother, and a strong soundtrack in the third edition. Some of these songs have face death metal transformations. The one that always stood out to me was Top Man Spinning Greenhouse. Yasuaki and Harumi Fujita really hit a home run for me with this piece of never-ending nostalgia. Sticking with Capcom, their Street Fighter series is the stuff of legends. Back in 1991, they practically begot a revolution with the arcade release of Street Fighter II The World Warrior. It turned us all into quarter-dropping nutjobs, all looking to beat Bison and see the end game. Throughout the years, there has been one elite character. Ryu is a favorite pick of many, even today. No matter how he has evolved or the game has changed, when we fans hear this theme formulated by Yoko Shimamura and Asao Abe, we relive the days of yore, fighting Ryu in his temple roof pirate ship thing. Come on everyone, you know how it goes. That's real Street Fighter, children. May you learn and grow from it. Next! Vampire the Masquerade is the worst sin in humanity. Why has no one picked this series up and rebuilt it? Come on, someone! Anyone! EA, Bethesda, BioWare, Rockstar, hell, even Ubisoft! A franchise about vampires being vampires, drinking blood, killing, ruling, an RPG where you can select one of many clans with specific powers and dialogue choices hit its apex in 2004 with Bloodlines. The game was genius with great characters, brilliantly crafted script, and possibly the worst hit detection and animation. Yikes! Even so, I could probably give this soundtrack its own due credit if I considered third-party music. Swapped anyone? Seeing as how I'm keeping it original titles, there's one that has always stood out. You're a creature of the night, running errands for a corrupt prince. You are eventually sent to a rather strange, lonely spot in Hollywood. There, the level of verbotance is only trumped by the feeling you get from the theme composed by Rick Schaefer and Woo Music. Just got that chill again. Where's Vivi when I need her? The Hollywood theme. This is one portion of Tinseltown you simply do not want on a tour. Moving on! I have reviewed a few Resident Evil games in the past, mentioning my loyal fandom to the franchise. Back in 1996, the first ever was released long before the virus exploded into things that are not physically or chemically possible. Then you were either Chris Redfield or Jill Valentine, trapped in a creepy mansion. Later we learned what was really happening had been more Biohazard than Resident Evil. Before that revelation, we stumbled upon our first flesh-eating zombie. Narrowly escaping with our lives, we then discovered we were abandoned. That's when this masterpiece, collaborated by Makoto Tomozawa, Akira Kaida, and Masama Ueda, gave us the feeling we simply did not belong there. The original Resident Evil main mansion theme, making it difficult to just relax and play. Next! Yeah, I adore Mass Effect. It's the greatest franchise with the most thrilling, exciting moments, excellent characters developed better than anywhere else, and that import feature to truly draw you in. I can't get enough of it, alright? I know you think it's pathetic, but it's too great for me to overlook! Don't you dare judge me. Don't you... My God, I'm even quoting downloadable content now. With so much love, I could create a top 10 for Mass Effect songs alone, with at least 5 entries coming from the social scenes around the galaxy. However, there is one song, one beautiful title, one theme that made itself known during the most important moment in Mass Effect, was resurrected in Mass Effect 2 when Shepard came across the lost crew members that weren't rejoining the Normandy, and arose during the most emotionally charged resolutions of Mass Effect 3. Anyone who knows the series knows what I'm talking about. Jack Walls and Sam Hulick's simple symphonic slice of paradise, simply named Vigil. Excuse me while I go cry for a while, caressing my Ashley photograph. Moving on! Long before Final Fantasy was known as the ridiculously over-the-top, nonsensical series Spoonie ripped apart, people loved every moment in its 8 to 16-bit glory. Final Fantasy II, released as Final Fantasy IV in Japan, came to the US in 1991 with a typical good versus evil self-reflection storyline. There were dramatic moments that queued up big musical numbers by Nobuo Uematsu, none more so than this. The first instance you hear it is at the beginning. You are a dark knight, headed into a mist city of summoner mages with your Bouillie Dragoon. The cockeyed king has a package he wants you to deliver that warrants the appearance of a summoned mist dragon. After it makes itself known, we hear the most ludicrously awesome beats of similar scenarios that have granted it more respect from true gamers than any other of its kind. So much so, you all know what I mean when I say simply two little words. Boss fight! The boss battle theme from Final Fantasy 2 or 4. Go ahead, listen without bobbing your noggin. I bet you can't. Finally! I'm gonna cheat because this series gave us two unmistakably legendary themes that must be respected. Metroid has received some mixed press since Other M's version of Talkative Samus. However, before that, there was no debate. Metroid ruled and you had to get over it. Super Metroid gave main enemy Ridley a specific theme composed by Kenji Yamamoto and Manako Hamano that was aight, but then had been improved. In 2002, we got a first-person perspective on the GameCube, along with enhanced versions of notable themes. Yamamoto, now paired with Koichi Kiyomo, gave us something altered when meeting Meta Ridley that has since remained a gem of gems. The most memorable moment to me is after Samus lights the beacons to unlock the core of a diseased planet in order to face the Metroid Prime corruption. It's so beautiful and peaceful until that mechanical flame-spewing pterodactyl ruins it for everyone. With him, his theme. What follows is one of the most intense, hyperactive, physically and mentally challenging boss fights ever. Sounds like there's a whole lot going on and none of it's good. Afterwards, Samus is sent to another planet of light and dark only to face her own opposite with a theme to accentuate that. To me, it doesn't reach its true intensity until Dark Samus is filled with Phazon in 2007 and meets our heroine for a final showdown on a planet infused with the radioactive material. Kenji Hamano and Masaru Chajima get the credit for this last explosive version. Meta Ridley's and Dark Samus's themes. None can surpass, only hope to match. And that's pretty much it. So leave your comments. Let me know what you thought about this list as it compares to yours. Did I miss anything? Let me know. I'm sure I'll have another video coming up soon for those that I might not have thought fit the top 10, but deserve honorable mention as well. Thank you all for watching. I have more for you soon to come. So stay tuned, take care, and have a great day.
There's a conversation I made in the past, a bleeding heart that's not gonna last. I said, I really wonder when it's over. It's a proclamation I wanna know, a dedication out to the show, and then don't wanna be so clean and sober. We're ready, set, and go. Don't wanna take you through.